What's up, everybody? This is Rob Barrington from BridgeLesson.com, and it is Wednesday, which means we're almost halfway through our weekly challenge with the robots. We are off to an okay start. I think the only questionable result here is board 4. We could have defended one trick better and gone plus 200, which could be a reasonable swing in this Imps format, but I guess we'll find out on Friday where we ended up on this one. But right back at it, we see this nice hand, and this is an interesting one. We only have 13 high card points. If we had 14, I might consider an off-shape one no trump with this hand just to protect my positions in these suits, but here we have a very easy one club bid. We hope to see partner bid some spades, but no, they're just raising clubs, which is kind of like preemptive to a mixed raise, which means partner has hopefully 5 or more clubs on this auction, and they have at most about 9 points. This should, in reality, it should either be mixed, which is 7 to 9, and that's kind of the trend in the expert circles is to play this as some sort of mixed raise, or preemptive. It shouldn't be this wide of a range. It's kind of a leak in the robot agreements here. 4 to 9 is just too much, right? It should either be like 7 to 9 or 4 to 7. It should not be in between, but whatever. We don't care. We have a minimum hand anyway, so we're happy to buy it for 3 clubs, and we do. And this one should be pretty easy to play, folks. Let's take a look. We're gonna see where we end up on this one. Okay, first of all, we should know where the ace of spades is. Take a moment and recognize what has just happened, right? Even though they did make a call with this hand, right? Let's see. They did overcall 1 heart, right? So first thing, we should expect to lose 2 hearts on this for sure. But we should also expect that the ace of spades is here, right? The ace of spades is in the east player's hand. So later on, we just have to make sure when we're in dummy to lead a spade towards this position always, right? That's how we're going to take another trick here, and maybe more than one. But it looks like the 10 here was a doubleton likely. Right? They could have like 10-9 third, I suppose, which will be nice for us. But it looks like the one thing we know is going to happen on this hand is they're going to win the ace of spades at some point. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to lead a heart through our king. All right. So maybe we can have them do something else prior to our left. But at this point, we are simply going to draw some trump. King of clubs, boom, we'll draw 2 rounds. And now the question is, what do we play? Well, I'm going to play a low diamond, right? And here, I would like to play a diamond from dummy instead, but I should have left, I should have won the second club in dummy so I could execute this play. But here, I'm just hoping lefty wins and has an issue, right? And isn't sure what to lead back and panics and either leads a heart or another diamond, right? So let's see. There they go. They're getting their spade through so they can get a heart through. And it looks like, ooh, they gave us a little bit of life. Not really. We wish that spade was good, but now we're going to try to set up that diamond so we can pitch the heart in our hand. And yeah, this is beautiful. When lefty gets to win this one, now we know we're going to have one less loser because they can either do this or they could lead a heart towards our king. So we're going to get to pitch this. And now, you know what? Maybe we'll try to sneak one in if right-hand opponent has the ace of hearts, which is almost nil here. But always especially if you're playing a lot of match points, take an extra, chance here. We're not losing anything. We know we're always losing this heart. So here, in the very minuscule possibility that right-hand opponent has the ace of hearts and decides to play second-hand low, we might even get an extra trick here. Obviously, the percentage chance of that is so minuscule that it's not even worth talking about. But it doesn't cost us anything, right? And here, we get to go plus 110 when really we were destined to go minus on this hand. And it was just about paying attention. Come on, Robot East. How do you not lead a heart through? That partner overcalled hearts. This is why we overcall hearts. And notice, guys, when you overcall, and then you lead a different suit, or especially when partner overcalls and they lead a different suit, it means they have a problem in their suit, folks. This is a real problem for them. And watch this. West does such a good job. They get over to partner and boom. Hey, let's lead a heart. Let's get it 1. Look, they get it 2 tricks if they lead a low heart. My goodness. Right? So here, or excuse me, no, just 1 trick. I'm losing my mind here. I think I'm seeing things. But here, come on. Partner overcalled hearts. Not only they lead spades once, they let it twice. They're like, I still can't lead hearts, partner. Give me a heart through. And they said, yeah, sorry, partner. Right. Again, we're playing a robot tournament, so this is like a board a match thing. It's likely the same thing happened at the other table, right? The auction wasn't going to be any different. So We like to think that this would be a great result, a big swing, but really, I highly doubt it, right? Because the robot's the robot at every table. All right, so let's play the second board. Make your call, folks. You're in second chair. What would you do with this hand? And if you need to think a little more about it, don't forget you can always press pause while you're watching this. But here, guys, this is a rule of 20 situation. What is the rule of 20? Well, it's a very good way to build in some aggression with your your unbalanced hands, right? So you take your total number of high card points, which with this hand is exactly 11, and you add to that the total number of cards in your two longest suits. So diamonds and hearts are our two longest suits. We add that up, that's 9 cards. If that sum is 20 or more, you should just always open this hand, right? So here we have 20 on the nose, so we open 1 diamond. Don't open anything weird, right? Open what your shape dictates. But at this point, we're opening 1 diamond, and whoa, what's 3 clubs? Should be invitational. Yeah, okay, so this is invitational and natural. Make your bid now, folks. What would you do in this situation? You open a diamond, partner jumps to 3 clubs, and that's a good club suit, right? It's a 6-card club suit. And we know for a fact that partner has at most 11 points. What do we do here? I mean, it's tempting, right? Let's picture a hand for partner. Let's picture ace, queen, 6th of clubs, or ace, queen, jack, 6th of clubs, and the ace of diamonds, right? Is that enough to take 9 tricks? Well, that's 6 clubs, 2 diamonds, and the ace of spades. I only have 11 points, but my king X of clubs is pretty great. But we don't know how good partner's club suit is, and we should also fear the majors, especially spades. I don't really fear hearts on this one, but I fear a spade lead and then a loss in the club suit to go down. So as much as I want to bid 3-no trump on this hand, I know if I was in a tournament with a lot of different people and I knew I was maybe a little behind, I would bid 3-no trump because I might win and get a lot of imps in situations where I just get to go plus 400 versus a plus 110 for my other opponents. But here, I'm playing against one other player, and it's the robot, and I'm positive they're not going to bid 3-no trump with this hand, or at least I'm pretty positive. They might not even open this hand, right? So going plus could just be a swing altogether. So we're just going to pass and play 3 clubs, and we're going to hope 3-no trump's really bad. And here it looks like 3-no trump would be pretty bad, actually. We have 6 clubs on our best day, and we have 1 spade for 7 tricks and a lot of holes outside of that. So here they're getting off to a nice lead for us. They're guessing that diamond suit for us. And now they're breaking a frozen suit as well. Notice it's so good when they play hearts instead of us, right? We might take extra tricks. And it's an embarrassment of riches now, folks. Now they're just setting up a spade trick for us. So they've just decided to set up everything. All we need to do now is draw some trump and take our losers, and we will be home free. And here we just have so many ways to go. We know we're going to lose a heart and a spade. So let's set up that spade. And now maybe we get a squeeze. I was going to say we might have a squeeze potential here if they don't get this heart trick, right? We would just run clubs and spades and keep the king of diamonds and maybe a heart or a diamond at the end. But they're breaking that up right now. And at this point, we have nothing but tricks, right? So plus 110, we'll take that. And again, the robot isn't too keen on the rule of 20. So this might have been a good swing for us. In this spot, and let's take a quick peek. Was there going to be some sort of squeeze on this hand if we didn't? Maybe. Yes. Okay, so take a look, guys. So this is going to be fun. I believe. Let's take a look, and let me take my head down just a little bit so you can see the tricks here. Okay, so at this moment, once they just set up everything and we draw trump and then play a spade, all right? Let's see what happens if they don't lead a heart. Oh, no, it looks like it's going to be the same. Maybe there's a pseudo squeeze. My play would have been, let's say they lead a spade, right? We would now win the 10 of spades and pitch a heart, right? And then we would just play all these trumps. And we would pitch 2 diamonds. And then decide what to do on the last one after seeing what this player does. It looks like they always have a pitch of the queen of diamonds on this one, right? So it could, because the jack 10 is going to be guarding behind. However, if they're thinking maybe we have the Jack of Diamonds in our hand or something else, this would be what's called a pseudo squeeze. We might convince them that, hey, pitching a dime is bad. Or if this player pitches a couple diamonds now, yeah, exactly. If they pitch a couple of diamonds over here, now they are squeezed, right? So here we had a possibility of either tricking them into a squeeze, or if this player pitches a couple diamonds, now they just have to hold on to either a diamond or a heart, and we get to pitch after them. Again, not happening on this hand, and the robots are really good at understanding how to avoid squeezes. As you can tell, they avoided any sort of pseudo squeeze by getting their heart trick anyway, right? But interesting spot for maybe an advanced play that we didn't get to realize because the robot was too good. But I would be surprised here if we pass. I think it might go all pass. So they won't open this 10 count to our left. And they also will not open in fourth chair with this hand, right? This is only, I mean, that's a 9 count, right? So here, maybe we bought a swing here with just opening this hand. And that's why you don't necessarily have to go crazy and bid a game to try to get your extra value or extra bonus points. Sometimes you just need to be normal, right? Especially if you know who you're playing against, and we know we're playing against the robot in all these situations. And we've come to know this robot pretty well over the last few months, as you can tell. So I think we probably did okay on this board just by going plus. Now, look at what we have coming up tomorrow. Make your opening bid and join me tomorrow, which is Thursday, for day 4 of our weekly challenge, and see what we're going to open this hand. And we're going to always open the same thing with hands like this. All right, I'll see you then, guys.